Bam. Let me get my net up here. Alright guys, have y'all ever went to the boat ramp, put in, you go, man, a nice day, a little cloudy, calling for rain later today. We got a break in the rain. We've had rain now for 2 or 3 days in a row. Today's Thursday, guys, and it's been raining since Sunday night. And have you ever went to the boat ramp and went, man, it's nice out here today. 50 degrees, wind's not blowing, and you put your boat in the water, go down to the first place and stop, and bam, here comes the wind. They said it's going to be 5 to 10 today, but sometimes they don't pick up till later on in the day, does it? All right. Yeah, guys, I'm using a heavy head. Why? This is out of character for me. Y'all know if I'm fishing less than 10 foot, I'm using a 1/32. If I'm fishing up under boat docks, I'm using 1/32 and 1/48. And I even got lighter heads I use sometimes if I'm fishing to slow it down. But when the wind's blowing and the fish are moving, these fish were moving along pretty fast. And I started off with a 1/16. That's my go-to when it's windy and I'm fishing deeper water. But the time my bait's getting to them, they're gone. I said this in another video, so it's another one of those days. And get my spot lock on here. The wind's awful. As y'all probably can, even with the, I think these could be, those are 40 feet away. And I can throw further when they're moving. I can't try to get ahead of them. But the heavier weight, and the heavier weight you're using, the harder it is to keep it off the bottom. Now what I'm letting it do now is get close to the bottom, then I'm popping it like that. And you got to keep it moving. If you stop at all, it just goes back to the bottom. Because the fish are right on the bottom. Okay? They're coming at me. When I threw at them, they was 40 feet. That's what I'm telling you. I don't know where my bait is, because I threw so far, and I just took a shot as soon as I could, guys. All right, I don't see my bait, so I'm gonna come in here now, kind of letting y'all know what I'm trying to do. All right, right there. Now, my bait's right there. You can see it flickering once in a while. There it is. Now I'm gonna move it. See how fast it was falling? See, I'd rather have a 1/16 or 1/32 anytime than I would this 1/8. I'm not sure this is an 1/8 or 3/16. I didn't buy these. One of the subscribers sent them to me. And probably 2 years ago, guys. And I've been using them ever since. All right, those stopped. So since they stopped, I'm going to grab, and remember right down here, I'm going to grab another rod and throw at them. Bam. Seen a lot of fish, guys. It's been a while. I've seen a lot of fish. A lot of them are running from me. They're constantly moving. I've seen a couple schools of 15 or 20. I've thrown at them. Time my bait gets there, they're gone. It's been very challenging to catch fish. This was about 45, 50 feet away, and I just threw at them. It didn't look very big at all. It was like 6 of them on the bottom. So I've seen some that were in the water column that ran from it. There's some water birds fooling around here that eat fish. I don't know what that one is. It's not a cormorant. Maybe a loon, but I ain't heard him make a bunch of noise like the loons make. I haven't seen him very close. I seen him up there hauling in that pocket. But y'all can tell the wind. I got in one place where the wind wasn't bad and there wasn't no fish there. Seemed like they want to be where the wind is. That's a nice fish in it, guys. Bam. That's a nice fish. Now, I'm checking to see if y'all recording, guys. It's been one of those days. Like I said, I knew it was going to be a little breezy today, but I think it's usually more than what they say, right? This is more than 5 miles an hour. Well, I'm going to try to catch them. I switched heads. This head here is what they call a live bait jig head. It's made for live bait. I think it's 3/16. I don't think it's quarter. But anyway, I mean an 1/8. It's either 1/8 or 3/16. It's in that area. I don't remember either. I've had them a long time. It's got a short shank for live baits, what it's called. But I use them with the jig because it works perfect. Somebody asked me last year where I got them at. I bought them at a bait shop. Just go into the bait shop where they got a lot of jigs. I don't even remember who makes it. Gamakatsu, I think, because they wasn't cheap. It's got a good hook on it. All right, guys, I'm gonna switch colors on y'all. I don't know if y'all caught on yet or not. I've been throwing a couple different colors. The theme of the day is blacktail, right? So that's 2 on that. See how short that hook is? It's got a little holder. They wasn't cheap, but I figured they would work great for trying to fish the bottom like I'm doing right now. I don't like a real big hook, guys. That's plenty of hook. Some of those jigs, when you get to a heavier weight, you got such a huge hook. And it's okay if you got a great big bait. Like a 3-inch minnow I got would work fine on those. But I don't like that hook coming out clean back at the tail. Now, I know a lot of people use them all the time. I hear people tell me that. And I asked one guy, Crappie fishes a lot, because I don't fish tournaments and I don't fish minnows, very seldom. I did make a video fishing minnows where I was catching my own minnows and using them. And my son and I made a video, minnows versus artificial bait. And he fished the minnows, and after a while he switched to jigs too. And we figured at the end of the video that both were good, but the minnows would probably catch more fish, but putting the minnow where the crappie are is the hardest part. All right, guys, see if I got enough battery to get this one in. I keep checking my battery. I try to get all I can out of the battery, because I don't have a 3 right now, and I'm thinking about I shouldn't mention that my battery might die. It did. But guys, the last time I looked was just a minute or 2 ago. A couple of casts. I don't want those. Idiot. I had 25%. That's a small one. He's about 9 something. Probably 9 3/16, I guess. All right. Blacktail. Now, this is one I keep telling y'all is a sleeper. All right. This is Ocean with a blacktail. It's gonna be on. This one's definitely gonna be on the site. Some of the other ones I don't know yet, but I've got. I counted them last night. I showed y'all last night in the video what I'm gonna put on there. I think it's 18 of them. Yeah, and so that's gonna be a lot of work for my son. He's got to take pictures of each one of them, transform the picture onto YouTube. Onto the site. Write a little paragraph about them, and the pictures will give you an idea of the color. That's what we do it for, and as some of y'all say when you buy the baits, the picture don't do them justice. No, pictures don't. Bam. I'm sitting in the same place, guys. Just got the spot lock on, throwing around in circles. I'm letting the boat spin around, and I'm just sitting here looking around. All right. I think he's hooked pretty good. I'm gonna pick him up. I net him, guys, because I don't know if I showed y'all in one of the videos. I don't know if I've loaded it yet. A couple I went to pick up side the boat and it come off. I can see he had the hook in his top of his mouth. He's about 10 inches. All right. Now, I reeled him up too far. Give myself some line, didn't I? I done that to throw him in the boat. That's brim with the black tail. That's another one. I mentioned this a lot too. Because some of y'all are probably going, Dennis, you're talking about the baits. Well, my videos are basically, guys, about fishing baits, right? It's about baits, colors, when to use what color, when to use different body shape, when to switch body shape, jig colors. Basically, that's what I do. My channel is basically about fishing, catching them, and about baits. A lot of guys I run into tell me this all the time. I run into guys who go, what jigs do you use? I don't have any confidence in them. I'd rather use minnows. I've had a lot of fellows tell me that. Oh, I don't use artificial baits. Minnows are better. Well, I'm not going to say these are better than minnows. I'm not going to tell you that. I think there's days I could be in the boat with you and I'll catch more fish than you do off a jig than you do minnows. And there's going to be days it's going to be the opposite. Sometimes the fish are just shut down and they're hard to even catch on minnows, right? This brim color is good. I just showed you I caught a fish on all water right now. It's about 2 foot visibility. It'd even be good. I know guys from Louisiana are ordering this color, all right? Because it shows up in the dirty water also, or the stained water. But it's good too in clear water. Crystal clear water, you see the bottom in 10 foot, 6 foot? Probably not. But I'm gonna say 3.5 foot and less, it's fine. It could be, they could look like a crawfish to them. The blacktail, I'm telling you, it surprises you guys. But the brim color is great with orange tail, with whatever. I've got it with chartreuse tail. It's fine, okay? All right, we'll switch to another color. This video is about black tails, and I'm putting black tails on some of the baits, not all of them. We're gonna start off in January, I think, with 18. I might add another one yet. I don't have anything in red yet. I'm shooting with the chartreuse, orange, black, flamingo, that stuff first. When I first started, I think I had 30 colors. Yeah, 30 combos. So I told my son I'm trying to keep it under 15, but I'm at 18 right now. All right, guys, you can take along with this one. That wasn't long, was it? I mean, that was only like, bam, there he is. I knew it wasn't going to take long on this one. This was motor oil. That's another one, guys, that you just don't see. Where do you see the color motor oil at? I've looked around at some of these sites, and a lot of these guys sell on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know how they do that. I reckon they collect through PayPal. There you go. Motor oil blacktail. That was easy. That was a fast one. I think that was the second cast. Alright, I'm going to switch colors again. My site will take credit cards, PayPal, and it'll fix you right up. And I don't do it. I don't see your credit card. Somebody made a comment here a while back. I would like to order from you, but I don't want to put my credit card. I don't want you to see my credit card. I don't see them, guys. I showed you on Wednesday night one time. All I get's an order. WooCommerce is a company that handles that. That's all they do is take your credit card, and that's what I pay them for. I pay for that site, guys. I pay Google and I pay WooCommerce. That's why it says WooCommerce charge and WooCommerce shipping. They gave me a shipping plug. They call it a plug-in on the site. I'm still dealing with allergies, guys. I don't know when it's going to end. I reckon when all the leaves come off and we get them up. And they do the credit card information. They send me the order. What you ordered, your name and address, and there's a spot on it I click, and it prints me the postage address by weight. Your postage is done by weight. So when you order stuff, most of the baits are the same weight a bag. Jigs add a little bit more to the postage. And that's how they do it. Alright, if some of y'all mail stuff, I mail every week the winners and that kind of stuff too at the post office. So I can tell you right now, the cheapest shipping you'll get is flat rate at the post office. And like for the winners packages, they run me just under $2 most time. If I go with first class mail, it's $3.25, $3.50. It's hard to mail something under $3.50, $4, I'm telling you. Shipping is not cheap. I don't know if this is going to be a crappie or not, guy. Yeah. I said, yeah, too fast. Yeah, it is. I thought he was a crappie by the color when he turned in the water there. Like I said, the visibility here right now is probably 2.5 foot. It's been raining off and on. And it's going to get dirtier by spring. By March, it's usually a foot. We get runoffs from all the storms. That's a nice fish, guys. Now that was on the ice blacktail, and it's been a little bit. I've come about 100 yards at least, just kicking my trolling mower along with the remote. Yes, guys, I'm using my remote. I laughed about that in another video because somebody asked me if I use it, and I said, yeah, I do. Because I just never show it to y'all. But I thought it was funny that when I showed it to y'all, I laughed at myself. That's a nice fish, guys. He's 12 inches, maybe 12 and a half. He was 16 foot off. There's 20 foot here. He was 16 foot deep. And I brought it past him the first time. He never flinched. I got closer to him, about 35 feet from him, and brought it past him. He come running for it. Now that's ice blacktail. Bam. All right. I caught a white perch the last cast, guys. Like I said, they're all mixed together. So I don't think I'm gonna show them to y'all. There you go. I lost a lot of the color in this cold water too, ain't he? He's probably 11. Right at 11, I think, maybe. He's probably 10 something. Look damn closer. There you go. That's on pink blacktail. Alright, guys. I think I'll try pink blacktail a little bit today. We'll switch to another color. Just having fun with the blacktails. Alright, guys. Did y'all hear what I said? I said I knew my battery was getting low, but I think I can get one more fish on it. And I think I said that and it cut off. We'll see. I said that and it went beep beep. I went, what? It had 25% last time I looked, at 23. And I made a cast. That's not a bad fish, guys. Now that's on wild. Yep, with a blacktail. Now I've got Virginia shad with blacktails coming out, okay? The wild I'm gonna have in purple tail. Yeah, it works good too. It's having purple tail. And that purple has blue highlight in it, so it turns the purple is blue. It looks purple, but it changes, shifts colors. That's the term people like to use. But what a highlight does is it gives it a blue tint on the outside if you use blue highlight. Okay, all right. Guys, I'm going to call it. It's windy. I've covered a lot of water. I caught a couple down the lake a little ways. I came back up here where I caught one a while ago. I'm seeing a lot of fish. Again, they're moving a lot. They're kicking around, moving. Very seldom they stop. Earlier in the video, I said, the guys, there's a school right there. Let me switch rods or something like that. Anyway, I cut the camera off. Come down here and switched. I think I switched bait colors, and got back up here to the depth finder, and they were gone. I couldn't even find them nowhere. I'm reading out 60 foot. They weren't even 60 foot close to the boat, and it was like 35 when I showed them to y'all, 40. They're moving that much. They're kicking along. Sometimes they hesitate. Sometimes they never stop. I throw at them, and my bait never gets close to them. That's the problem I'm having. I'm seeing quite a few fish, not as many as I've been seeing. They're moving a lot up and down the creek. You got to find them. I seen a lot of boats when I first put in. There was about 4 boats in one little area up about a mile and a half from here, and I came on past them. I'm going to say there's probably a lot of crappie in that area, but I don't like to go in and just stop amongst a bunch of boats and start fishing. Appreciate y'all guys fishing Lake Country using black tail colors. Hey, this is just a fun video. See y'all next time.